Hello friends, I'm Parvez, and in this video we are going to learn that how we can read CSV files with Python and also Pandas. So as you know that Pandas library is a powerful tool for working with CSV files because it offers different functionalities for data manipulation, analysis, and also visualization. In this video we will talk that how we can read a CSV file using Python and also Pandas. Now the first thing is this, that you need to install Pandas and also we need to install NumPy. So I already have installed it, so you can just say, for example, pip install pandas, and also for the NumPy you can just use NumPy like this. Okay, so NumPy, if you want to install pandas, you can just say pip install pandas and it will be installed. So now the first thing is that we need to import pandas, and I can just say import pandas as pd, and also we can just import NumPy as np. Okay, import NumPy as np. So now we can just use read CSV for reading a CSV file in pandas. So I can just say pd dot read CSV, read underscore CSV, and in here we need to give the name of the CSV file. For example, that is data.csv. okay, so now we can just display the data. So I can just say print, for example, I want to print the head of the data, and I can just say df.head. okay, and now if I just run this, okay, so now you can see that we have the name, age, gender, and also these are the information. Okay, so for example, if you want to access a specific column, for example, I want to access this age column, then you can do that, and you can just say print for example df, and I want to access the age. Okay, and if you just run this, so now you can see that we have the age fields in here. Okay, also you can get the basic statistics, and you can just say print, for example, df dot describe. So if you run this, so now you can see that we have the count, the mean, the max, these informations. Okay, also you can write to a CSV file. So for example, you can write the CSV file. For example, you can change the name or like this. So for example, I can just say print, or we can just say not print, we can say df dot to underscore CSV, and in here, for example, I can just give the name. For example, I can say output dot CSV. Also, for example, I can just give the index to false. Okay, and if you just run this, you will see that now in here you will see that I have an output.csv in here. Okay, now also you can do filtering on the data. For example, on the CSV file you can filter the data. So let me just comment out this. Okay, now for example, for filtering data, if you see in here we have some ages, so I want to get the age greater than 30. So by this reason I want to just filter that. So I can just say filtered underscore data and df. So in here I can just say that the age should be greater than 30. Okay, I want to for example print that, and so I can just print the filter data. Also let me just comment these from here because it will be confusing. Okay, so now if I just run this, okay, so now you can see that when the age is greater than 30 we have that 32, 45, and 36. And if we see the data, we have 28. Now it's not printed. 25 is also not printed. Now, so this was for the filtering data. Also, you can add a new column if you want, and in here, so you can just say df. I want to add an income column, and we can just use numpy. So we're going to create some random numbers around int between 1000 and 5000, and also the len of df. Okay, according to the length of our this df, or we can say data frame, we want to create the data, a new column that's called income, and we will have some numbers, random numbers, 10 up to 5000. Okay, and now if I just run this, so let's just go to the data.csv. Okay, so I'm not seeing that. So if I print this, okay, so now we have name income, but we should see that in here. Okay, so we are not saying that we need to also create a new file, so we can just use this in here. So now let's run it, and now let's just go to the output CSV, and now you can see that we have some incomes in here. Okay, so these are the random numbers from the income. So also, for example, you can find the aggregation data if you want. So now in here, what I want to do in here, I can just say average. So we can say average income or whatever you want. So for example, average income, and we can just say df group by. So now we want to group the our data according to the gender. So for example, so we have gender, and we can say gender, and also according to the income that we have, income field, dot mean. Okay, and and we can just print that. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to just use this and here we want to just use this output.csv. So output.csv, and now if I just run this, so you can see that this is the gender for the female average, and this is for the male. Okay, so like this you can just read a CSV file using Python, also Pandas, and you can just get some useful information.